Apple has announced and they have officially released the new iPad lineup. And today, guys, I'm going to show you the iPad 13 Pro and what it means for an upgrade compared to the iPad 12.9 6th generation iPad that I've been using the last couple of years. And is it a notable update? Is it something you should consider? The first thing you're going to notice when you pick up this new iPad is it definitely feels lighter. And that's mostly because of its thickness. When I put these two side by side, you can look at the USB-C port there and you can see the bezel or casing that is around the iPad 12 on the left versus the new iPad 13. It's considerably less. I also noticed that the port holes for the speakers are quite a bit larger and more spread out. I haven't really noticed any sound quality difference, but I imagine because the overall hardware and form factor is thinner, they made more portholes there and spread them out just to give a little bit more volume to the speakers that are inside these. Now, these are both spatial quality speakers in both of these devices. The next thing you're gonna notice is the actual bezel. The bezel being shorter on the 13-inch definitely makes that screen slightly larger. And we can look at the screen quality here. I went into the true tone settings and the brightness settings. It seems that the overall new LED screens just have a little bit more crisp, a little sharper, and it just seems slightly improvement. Now, I haven't watched any media or any videos like that to see how that dynamic range of color and stuff, but from an overall productivity standpoint, it's not something noticeably different, but slightly different enough is the best way I can explain it. Now, when I hold this for a period of time, the weight is definitely less than what I would have held with this larger device. Now, a lot of people are saying that over several hours or a long period of time that this device was hard to hold. I never really experienced that, nor was I ever really holding my iPad for several hours. At most, it was maybe a half hour to an hour reading a book or doing some note taking. But I will tell you, with the 13-inch, I do have a lot easier time writing with a pencil on the device itself. That, to me, that weight distribution for one hand is definitely more noticeable. Probably the thing that stands out to me as the most notable upgrade to the iPad 13 is the position of the camera. With the 12-inch, holding the camera like so, when I push this button, the camera is covered and I get the notification and I can't open it. In most cases and not, if I want to continue to use the device, I have to type in my PIN code. Well, with the 13-inch, I can hold the device and push the power button, and the camera being located at the top will allow me to easily access my device and go ahead and take notes. Now, the iPad has some definite hardware updates, like updating from M2 to M4, and I'm sure with the new OS that we're going to see here shortly, there's going to be some big reasons why that might be important. But there were some other announcements that were made. They talked about a new Apple Pencil Pro, as well as a new Magic Keyboard. For me, someone that's in the note-taking business, I really was looking forward to the upgrades of the Apple Pencil Pro. Matter of fact, I did a video that talks just about the upgrades to the Apple Pencil Pro, and is it something that's worth it for you? So you may want to check that out. In addition to that, when I look at the keyboard of the previous edition iPad and how I functioned using that, to me, it was just a glorified case. However, there's some notable updates in the new edition that really make this a standalone product that I can use it as more of a computer-like device versus just a standalone tablet. So you may want to check out this video if you want to see the benefits of the new Magic Keyboard. Overall, with this update, I'm definitely content with my purchase. Now, one thing you got to factor in is I paid nearly $2,000 for the Apple Pencil Pro, the Magic Keyboard, and the 512 gigabyte iPad Pro 13-inch. That is quite a bit more expensive than what you can get with the new lineup of the MacBook Airs. Now, it is a tablet. It's definitely not a computer, but when you compare the cost structure of the tablet, keyboard, and pencil versus just a standalone computer, it's noticeably different. And there's so many different things that you can do on one ecosystem or one OS versus the other OS. So as you're making a decision, maybe as a college student or as someone that's looking to take notes or someone that is in a productivity role, someone that travels and works remotely, you have to weigh the balances and differences of both to determine if a laptop is better suited for you, if you want to save a little money on an Air device, or if the tablet's going to be something that's going to give you a lot more mobility, if that Apple Pencil is going to allow you to take more notes and be a better planner. So I knowingly made the commitment to purchase the iPad Pro 13-inch with the keyboard and the new Apple Pencil Pro nearly a $2,000 expense. But I looked at this device as something that's really going to help me in my planning in my career. I'm someone that from time to time is on the go, and I want to have the computer power to be able to edit photos, work up Word documents, but also be able to plan my life and organize what it is that I'm doing. I'm Branden Bodendorfer, the creator and founder of the Key2Success Planner, and we built a planning system for individuals, for professionals, and business owners and operators to help you get the most out of your day. And devices like this, when you pair them with the different peripherals out there, they can really help you excel in what it is that you're trying to achieve. So if you got something from this video, do me a favor, hit the like button so others can learn from it. And if you want to see more of this type of content, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. With that being said, God bless each and every one of you.